Okay. But yeah, it was just basically saying to kind of know the response times and know what you're gonna say to people. So they were saying some people that starting off at they could be as long as 12 to 18 months, and kind of differentiating those people from the transactional people that may be 0 to 90 days out. And they said with aspirational people, so those people that just landed on your website and they just want to look at houses, he said make sure that you get permission for them. He said because a lot of those people are just dreaming right now. He said so get permission to dream with them. Which I think makes a lot of sense. And the biggest thing he said, some people, they may have a desire to, they may be aspirational, they may be dreaming. He said, but some of the people, they actually just need a little help. He said, so some of your aspirational people, they go into, because the third funnel is research. So some people, they may want to sell their house, but they don't know the action steps to get to the point where they can sell the house. So he was saying that a lot of the people, if you give them the right information, they can go from the research standpoint to the transaction pretty quickly. So he said, just kind of make sure you're keeping a good eye on those people.
Well, those are the people that, we took that class about 90 listings in 90 days. Remember the guy said he was nurturing. They're nurturing those folks. And they may, they're in the pipeline and they're going to buy it someday.
Yeah.
What could be good too is on these aspirationals to use more stories. I bet that would be a good way to get aspirational more to the research phase. Knowing exactly what they're zeroing in on.
Yeah. And he said just make sure you have a framework for how how you want to follow up with them. So in the first few calls, that's the introductory phase. He said, and that's where you kind of ask for courtesy to call people. Make sure that they want you to call. He said, make sure you're introducing yourself. You're introducing the website that you're representing. He said, and then you're moving on to where you just kind of building rapport with the people, just making sure that they're familiar with you. They know that you're here to help. Kind of figure out what their questions are. That's kind of leading to the research people, figure out what their questions are and try to make sure you figure out you're answering them. And he said, and then once they're past the research portion of it, then you move to booking the appointment. He said, and do a menu close. I'm trying to remember exactly how he phrased it. But when you're doing a menu close, it's just, do you want to meet on this day or that day? And he said a lot of times you want to make sure when you're going on these appointments versus just meeting a husband and wife and you're just meeting the husband because he just happened to be the person that was looking that day. He said, tell them just to make sure they invite others. Make sure they invite their wife. They make sure if it's a first-time home buyer and that first-time home buyer, their parents are pretty big influential people in their lives, just to make sure that you invite them as well. He said, because that'll cut down on the decision-making time, because some people say, hey, I want to think about it. And a lot of times with certain people, they have people in their life they depend on. So the person they depend on is their father, and they're not going to write a contract until their father's there. Why not invite them on the first deal? And also making sure that if someone says they want to see one house, not just bring that one house. Kind of line up a few others just so you can kind of maximize the opportunity. Because, we all know that some houses look better online than they look when you're in person. So if you're already out with them and you already have them in the car with you, to make sure that you give the opportunity for them to see everything they need to see. Because that house that's down the street may not be there the next time you guys had the opportunity to get together. And that may have been the house that they wanted.